Hey Pahlish fans, it's Caroline again, and welcome to another video here at Wild Moon Lacquer. If you're new here, my name is Caroline and I am a polish addict and collector, and I have quite a lot of polish that I like to share with you guys. I share new collections like this one, which is actually not all that new now, but it is the Sheer Matte collection from Sinful Colors. I also like to share other hauls and share favorites, and right now I'm also in the midst of a D-stash, so if you like that sort of thing, make sure to hit that little subscribe button down below, that way you don't miss out on any of my new videos. So like I said, this collection that we're going to be going over today is from Sinful Colors, and it is their Sheer Matte collection. And these are a really fun mix of some jelly formulas with a little bit of shimmer in them. And the reason I decided to go for these is I thought that it would be really fun with jelly sandwiches. In fact, the ladies over at Restored by Pahlish also did a little video where they did some sandwich manis with at least a few colors. I don't remember offhand which ones they used right off the bat, but I am in this collection, I think, missing at least one polish. I think there was a red one, and I didn't get that one just because if you've been watching me, you'll know that reds aren't exactly my thing, and I just wasn't sure if I would be using it. So I got the colors that I was excited about. Definitely the purple, and as you can see, the rest of them here. So what we're going to do today is look at these polishes. We'll go over how they swatch, and while we're swatching them, we're also going to do little jelly sandwiches with this glitter flaky here. This one is from Sally Hansen, and it's called Pearly White. I thought this would be a decent topper to use because it is a mix of flakies and glitter, and I thought it would go pretty well with every color that we're going to be swatching today. So let's go ahead and jump in and start off with this beautiful purple here. I have already worn this one. This one is called Veiled in Violet. I will say it is, well, it's a jelly formula, so it is going to maintain its sheerness. Now, when I wore it, I don't remember if I did 2 or 3 coats, but it was still sheer, even sandwiching whatever it was that I used. Offhand, I don't remember. I'll try to post a little picture there though. But I liked it, and it was a decent color. It is fun, as you can see in the bottle, and maybe better on the brush. It does have a little bit of shimmer going on, and it is a lovely shade of purple. This also, I think, turned out a little bit darker than I was anticipating on the nail. I figured it would sort of lighten up like the bottle cap is, but it does maintain its sort of richer color that's showing up here in the bottle. So let's go ahead and swatch Veiled in Violet. Oh, and I will say what is on my nails right now, it'll be listed down in the description below, but this Zoya that I'm wearing, which is Haruko, on me it's looking like a thermal, which I thought was very interesting. Now, I did only do 2 coats of that, so that could be why, but I don't usually have this much of an issue with like a prominent nail line, so I thought that was just an interesting thing because it's darker on my tips than it is on my nails. So it's not a thermal, it's just a little Zoya. Then this one is by Pahlish. This one is called White Hot, and then the fun middle one, that one is by 1422 Designs, and that one is called Ultimate Knockout. You might have seen this in my haul for the Polished Gamers box, and this is the one from Pahlish. And then to top off a few of the nails here, the ones that you see hollow and flakies on, that comes from Coloristic Carol's Berry Blaze. This is a gorgeous topper. It has hollow and flakies in it, and it's really, really beautiful. So I just did a couple of accent nails. I did my pinky, I did my thumbs, and then I did one nail of the Polish color White Hot with that topper as well. So that's what I'm wearing. So let's go ahead and swatch this first one here, Veiled in Violet. And as you can see, it definitely maintains that sort of a darker tone of purple. It is sheer, of course, but a beautiful color. I'm not sure if you can quite see the shimmer that's going on in there. It is fairly subtle, but it's in there. Very light and delicate. In fact, you might be able to do just 1 coat if you were really careful with your application and do sort of just a pale wash of purple along your nails for a cute little look. So we'll go ahead and do the first coats of these, let them dry, and then we'll come back and do our topper in between and then sandwich them with another layer. Moving on to the pink, this one is called Hot Pink Tights, and this is that color of pink that I've been enjoying. It matches kind of nicely with one of the pinks that I have in my summer rack, which is from China Glaze. This one is called Strawberry Fields, and it's similar in tone. It's that kind of pink that I've been enjoying. And this one also has a little bit of that same sparkle effect in here. I'm not quite sure what they used. It could be a little bit of a glass fleck because it is tiny, but I don't think they're micro glitters. They have a little bit of a shape to them. I'm also thinking about doing a video on the different terminologies that I use. I know some people have questions about what the difference between flakies, glitters, glass flecks, and shimmer is. So if you have any other terminology questions, feel free to put them down below and I will try to get those included in that video if I ever get around to putting that together here for you guys. So this pink should be a really beautiful, fun, bright summer color. I'm hoping with this one that it stays true to the bottle and is a beautiful bright pink. It is. All right, that's lovely. Beautiful sort of a strawberry color. Well, I guess I was a little bit clumsy there on the edge. A lot of polish on that side, but as you can see, just a little bit of a wash of color and a little bit of that shimmering sparkle. And as you can see, that purple one is already drying down into its matte texture. So that's really cute. Of course, if you don't like matte, you don't have to keep the matte. I use top coat on mine and it looks beautiful. Then we're moving on to this corally orange. This one is called Hot and Hazy. This is a really fun color. It is another one of those colors though that I am a little hesitant for myself. I think it was one of Zoya's polishes that was a similar idea of sort of this squishy coral, and I really didn't like it on myself, but I have high hopes for this. Worst case scenario, I might use this as a jelly sandwich, kind of like a jelly topper on top of other peach colors or coral colors, kind of like this bright orly, to add a little bit of a squish factor on top and that subtle shimmer with, of course, a glitter or something in between the two. So let's go ahead and see how Hot and Hazy swatches. And that pink is already drying down nicely. Oh, interesting. So this is a little bit more pinky, at least with that first coat so far. But that is a really cute wash of color, very dainty. This one could definitely be a Your Nails But Better sort of a manicure with a little bit of glitter underneath it, or not. Either way, I think this one could look adorable. I'm actually feeling a lot more confident that I'm gonna like this now, at least in one coat, but we'll see. All right, moving on to the brighter green. This is sort of a key lime green. This one is Sheer Truce. And again, same formula. You've got that squishy jelly base with a little bit of that smattering of glimmering, twinkling glass flecks. Man, my camera does not like this color though. But it's a really fun shade of green. Again, colors like this could look really beautiful sandwiched over some brighter shades that I have in my summer rack, like this Cupcake Polish. This one is Game of Cones. I don't think that one's available anymore, but just similar colors to that could look really nice under these jelly sandwiches if you aren't loving how the jelly formula is looking. But let's go ahead and see how Sheer Truce looks. I'm actually really liking how those little flecks of shimmer are looking once it dries down to that matte texture, or I should say that matte finish. This is an interesting shade of green. It's sort of like a sour apple look, a little bit yellow leaning in that first coat, and again that subtle glass fleck bits in there, adding a little bit of twinkle. Very cute. All right, then we've got this beautiful turquoise. This has been one of those colors that I wish I had on my summer rack. I somehow didn't pull any blues in this turquoise shade, and in fact on camera this is coming off very baby boy blue. This is for sure a turquoise color, and this one is called Turquoise. Cute little names on these guys. And again, the same formula. I'm going to be repeating myself a lot. In fact, you can see that little shimmer particle running through the lids of these as well. You've got both the shimmer, the jelly base, because these are translucent, and you've also got a somewhat matte finish on these lids as well. So they're very good at representing what these are going to look like. So let's go ahead and see what Turquoise looks like in one coat. Oh yeah, this is beautiful. This is a gorgeous shade for sure. And as you can see, even in one coat, these are looking really fun and gorgeous. You could use them again as just one coat over your bare nails if you wanted just a quick little fun pop of color on your nails. and they do dry fairly quickly. So if you weren't sloppy like I was and have it pile up a little bit on the corners, you'd probably have a really, really cute little mani. So that was the first coat of Turquoise. Almost had a hard time saying that one. Alright, and then lastly we've got this beautiful sort of cobalt blue. This one is called Kiss of Cobalt, and this is a gorgeous rich blue but very vibrant for summer. And same again, it's going to have the same formula. It's going to be jelly squishy and have those little flecks running throughout it. So let's go ahead and see what this one looks like. And actually, after swatching these, I might be interested in going and tracking down that red polish if I can find it. I just might like it. This is beautiful. I love these three together. That is so cute. Very springtime, actually. So again, that cobalt blue is going to have that jelly base and those cute little glimmering specks in there. So cute. So we're going to go ahead and let these all dry down, and then we're going to come back with a little bit of topper. Alright, so these are still drying down a little bit, but that is 2 coats of the jellies with 1 coat of that Sally Hansen glitter and flaky mix in between on 1/2 of each nail. That way you can still see what the nail polish looks like in 2 coats all on its own there on that side of the nail. But then if you twist it to this side, you can see all the beautiful twinklings of the glitter and flakies. There's that pink. And there's that orange, which is actually very, very pale even in 2 coats. It is a little bit brighter in person, but I think that this color is the one that I like the most with those flakies. Then you've got that beautiful chartreusey green. That one, I think in person I'm seeing those flakies a lot more. Here's the beautiful turquoise and that lovely cobalt. So that is 2 coats of everything with that jelly sandwich in between. And actually, I just noticed, I think I transferred one of the little flakies onto the other side of the nail there on that peach color. But these are actually a lot more pigmented than I thought they would be. And when I wore the purple one, it did maintain a little bit of that translucent quality because these are jelly polishes. But as you can see, they are still pretty vibrant. I think one of my favorites is actually this turquoise and the pink and the cobalt for their brightness. I do of course love the purple, being a purple lover, but on me it was a little bit duller than I was initially expecting for what I was hoping was be a bright summer purple. So just my experience with it. Let me know if you've worn them before and you are liking it, how you're enjoying wearing these. But thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the little swatches, and of course make sure to hit that little subscribe button down below if you haven't already. That way you get to see all of my other videos. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you on that next video.